Alright, gonna do some more Proud quests, and I'm gonna put back on that pinball music episode of Legacy Music Hour. Here we go.
That's a whole other I could talk an hour about people going, yeah, no. She says, yeah, no, we don't do refunds. I said, what? She said, those aren't our machines. We just have them here. It's another company that deals with that. So I said, but it took my quarters. She said, well, you can call the company. And I'm thinking in my head, for 3 quarters? So she said, sorry. And I'm thinking to myself, it's a principle. This is the principle, right? This machine is in your business. It took my quarters. Give me 3 of your own quarters. I was about to buy a few more beers and food and tip. She just lost a customer.
You walked out?
I finished my beer and I left. I was really upset. I was. Why would you do that? Have these machines, and then I started thinking, people are putting their quarters in X amount of times a day. Multiply that X amount of times a month. X amount of times a year. Someone's financing a house. Someone's kid is going to college based on time machine money. Think about it. Yeah, it's far out, man. Far out, man. But the good thing about this discovery is that the music. Because then I emailed you guys, and I thought, man, I gotta let you guys know this machine has got some jams.
Yeah.
Data East. I didn't know Data East even did pinball.
Right. Well, there you go.
This riff sounds a lot like a Genesis song from the 70s, the band Genesis.
Yeah, it sounds totally. Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, totally. It's yeah. I know. Yeah, totally sounds like that. Well, I'm going to move on to a game from, I mentioned his name earlier, Chris Granner, or music by him, Millionaire. This is a pinball game called Millionaire. We're going to hear the main play from Millionaire. And, maybe kind of ties into your story a little bit, because perhaps the person collecting all those quarters is a millionaire.
I can totally see that.
From the pinball game Millionaire, music by Chris Granner. This is main play. This is just a classic sounding, like elevator style track, It's got good melody, good sound, and it's just good. It's got a classic elevator sound. That's what I like about it. It's got that kind of jazziness. I like these kind of percussive sounds that are in there. You know what I mean? Oh, I like this part. There's a kind of sounds like a slap ball, you know, what do they call those, you know, you hear it in Latin music a lot, those you know what I mean, where you hit the ball and it rattles, like those rattlers, you know?
I'm not hit the ball and it rattles.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Anyway, is it a castanet?
No, it's one of those things where it's like a, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not a castanet though, you hit the ball, like you hit a ball and it rattles. That sounds like that instrument, anyway, yeah.
Huh. Not talking about maracas?
No. This is so good right here. This kind of reminds me of that Neo Geo golf game that I played music from a while ago.
Neo Turf Masters.
No, it was a golf game.
Yeah, Neo Turf.
Oh, that's a golf game. No, it was called like Pro Golf or something. I don't remember, but it has sounds like this. It almost has a proggy sound. It's like a jazzy proggy sound almost. You know. Anyway, good. This is a good track.
I am going to move. Since we're on the subject of millionaire, let's just kind of keep it going there. I'd like to go with Vegas.
Okay, so it's like I went off of money. You know, you were talking about money and somebody reaping the benefits of some, these whatever quarters and pinball machines. When it's millionaire, you're going from millionaire to Vegas.
Vegas. What to do with all those millions?
Yeah.
Millions of quarters. You go to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah.
Main play music.
Okay.
Let's do this. Vegas. Love that bass. Bass in the drums. Let's turn that up. I might have to incorporate some pinball tracks into my DJ set.
Yeah, I mean, the reason we found this suitable to be on the podcast at all is just because, even though it's not video game music, it still isn't. It's game music, and it's in the same era, of the music that we play on the show,
Right.
And there's a lot of similarity,
When was the last time you played pinball?
Probably a couple weeks ago or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played pinball. I mean, I don't play a lot, but I do. I like pinball. I like the older machines. I like them all, some of the newer machines are pretty neat. Although I don't really like the ones that are totally digital.
No.
There's these, you know what I'm talking about, Gabe?
There's screens.
Yeah, there's screens. Yeah. The things there's screens that.
No. Okay, I know what you're talking about there. But what I'm talking about are the newer ones where there's the monitors up at the top. There's video happening. So you playing pinball and you put the ball in some kind of hole or some kind of special area, and then there's video happening up at the top.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still have to play.
I know, that's a little distracting. It's a little hard.
That's too confusing.
I know what you mean. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some of the really good modern ones, but there are some cool modern ones. Like, yeah, I can't think of any right now, but I've seen some new ones that are pretty cool. There's a lot of pinball's neat. There's some really neat innovation. Actually, that game Millionaire, from before, and Vegas might be like this too. In fact, I think these are made by two different companies. I think one copied the other. I think I was looking into, but Millionaire definitely has this. There's a roulette wheel that is in the middle of the board, or whatever you want to call it. And the ball can go in there and something happens.
Oh, cool.
So the pinball goes in there, and
That's cool.
I don't know, that's neat, you know. And I think Vegas has a roulette wheel as well. So. I like that. Next up, I'm going to move on to a game called Big Guns. And we'll see, how does that tie in from Vegas?
If you don't pay up.
Oh, you're going to have to face the big guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. And this is once again Chris Granner, the composer. We're going to hear Main Play. This track is really an interesting track and very, I want to say, 70s kind of prog rock almost kind of sound to it. It has this really cool build to it, and Big Guns, Main Play, Chris Granner. rhythm to it too. It's kind of got this interesting time signature, but it seems to change a bit, I think this pairs really nicely with a pinball machine. Oh yeah, I would like to play a pinball while listening to this. Yeah, that'd be cool. It's just very, and I love how it's built. It starts off kind of small in a way, although it starts off with a bang, but it starts off kind of it just gets more, yeah, it gets more and more kind of complicated in a way, you know, and the way that the melody just kind of keeps going, kind of, you know, it's really neat. And I love the part where it's kind of it built up to its sort of highest point. There's some really cool pitch bendy kind of stuff that happens too, you know. Yeah, it just seems very influenced by prog rock or something, you know. So what is this? What's this time signature? I mean, it changes sometimes, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. But this is 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I bet it does change.
It does seem like this. Yeah, it gets more complicated.
The drums have fills in weird spots, so it sounds a little proggier, I think, than it is at times.
Listen how cool that is right there. I like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it just gets really into it, you know? This is where the highest point right here. This is good right here. See how the drums kind of change up right there?
This kind of reminds me of Life Force.
Oh, really?
It reminds me of Space.
Now, check this part out right here. This part. Come on. Right there, that note right there. Dun, dun, dun. It kind of does this bendy, pitch bendy kind of thing, you know? Dun, dun, dun. That's cool. That's really neat. Anyway, big guns right there.
So you face the big guns, now you're probably on the run. Checkpoint. That's the name of the next game. Checkpoint from Data East.
Yeah. Oh, and I think this is composer Brian Schmidt.
Jazz music. That's the name of the track.
Yeah, right. I had listened to this soundtrack myself, and there's different. I think I don't know exactly how it works, but you can hear there's different genres of music that you can hear in the game. I don't know if you can pick a radio station or something like that, but they have rap music and jazz music. Jazz music was kind of a backup track I had on this, and yeah, it's really good. It's a good one. Yeah, here we go.
I gotta pause the video, be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just farmed some Mickeys. I was on a telephone call. Alright, back at it. Get it?
Yeah, it's good. Love this track. I had this picked out in rap music as well.
noticed with a lot of the pinball music I was listening to, there were a lot of cover songs, and some of them would say it's because it was a movie or it was some television show, pinball machine. But then there were some pinball games that had soundtracks that had popular songs, but they weren't called by the song title. But it was obviously a cover. I thought that was really interesting. So I made extra care not to play any covers.
Sure.
That might have happened to me once or twice, but
The one unfair thing about pinball machines, and I know you're supposed to master bumping it, but it's just so unfair when it goes into the gutter, you know? That's the one thing that kind of sucks about pinball machines. It's just, what are you supposed to do? You can't do anything. It just goes in the gutter. You're done. Or it goes right down the center where you can't hit it with the flippers, you know?
I think you're supposed to bump it before it gets to that point.
Yeah, I guess you're supposed to bump it, but that's just, you shouldn't have to bang a machine.
you're supposed to move. You're supposed to lift it up sometimes, aren't you?
You're supposed to, hit it. Or, kind of, you're supposed to bump it, I guess, you know? But that's just so unfair when it goes in the gutter. Come on now, you know? How am I supposed to save?
Where the paddles can't. It's just perfectly in the middle of the paddles.
Yeah, sometimes bumping can't even save it, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. So, checkpoint. Well, I don't know how this ties in. Checkpoint, Jasmine. I'm not sure. We're going to hear next from a game called Earthshaker. How does that tie into Checkpoint? Earthshaker? Earthshaker. It's an earthquake-themed game. No?
Can't think of it.
I don't know. I can't think of it either. Actually, no. You know what though? Earthshaker. We're talking about shaking the machine, kind of. You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't tie into the last track exactly, but it ties into the conversation that happened during the last track, kind of. So, anyway, something like that. Earthshaker. That's what we'll be hearing from next. There's two composers on this one. Chris Granner is one of them, and the other one is John Hay, who you might know the name from NBA Jam and
Smash TV.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this is John Hay and Chris Granner, and this track actually kind of reminds me of Big Guns. It almost could be from the same game. It almost could be, but there's this. We're going to hear Lock 1 enabled, and there's this sort of battle between two voices. There's this call and response kind of battle that happens in this, and it's so cool, you know, because they'll kind of do a call and response or this battle, and then one of them will try to one up the other one, and you'll see what I mean.
Okay.
So this is a really neat track, Earthshaker from John Hay and Chris Granner. Lock 1 enabled. From Earthshaker. This is from John Hay and Chris Granner. It reminds me of Big Guns, so it makes me think it's Chris Granner. But I love this call and response kind of thing, and how at one point, I don't know, just here. So it's like this, right? They're laying down this lick. Then this one is the response. This one kind of responds. It takes it further. so cool. I think that's so cool how it's just, and not to mention that the you know, whatever the riffs they're playing are very interesting and kind of complex, you know? I love how there's this, you know, this call and response thing, and it's like, you know, but then like the one just takes it to the next level though at a certain point, you know? That's just so cool, you know? It's like, okay, I'm saying something, and then you would say something, and then I say something, you say something, and then you say more stuff, and then I have to say, and then I have to go, oh, okay, yeah, and then that stuff too, you know? You know what I'm saying? So this is me, just you right there responding. Then I go, I'm saying this stuff right here. You know? And you're like, okay, yeah, I can match that. I can match that, and not only can I match that, but I can raise you to this right there. And then I have to call. I'm like, okay, all right, there. It's almost like, you know what, this ties into Vegas. This is almost like playing poker or something like that, right? Because listen, it's like, kind of like they're calling, you know? He's like, okay, yeah. He raised it. He just raised it. He's like, okay, yeah. I'm gonna call. And then I'm gonna raise it even more. And then this person has to, like, you know, call that, you know? Isn't that neat? That's cool. This track is cool, I think, you know? Anyway, Earth Shaker. I love that. Whatever. That's cool. That's neat. There's like some kind of tritone thing going on or something, you know?
TX Sector. That's the name of my next track.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we go. Sector.
Yeah, that's the main play music. I'm surprised at how long that track is. You know?
If I was playing this, I wouldn't even get that far. I would never hear this track in its entirety.
Yeah.
That's the level where I am in pinball.
Just, yeah. It's a cool track. There's a lot of different sections to it, kind of. This isn't new, right? No, we heard this. Yeah, we heard this.
I love this 80s sound.
Yeah. This is not new, right?
I don't think it is.
This really reminds me of the music to a game called Victory. It's a pinball machine, or pinball game. And, I guess I'm kind of spoiling this, but it's one of the tracks I've selected. You'll hear later that it really reminds me of this. I wonder if it's the same composer. I know that I couldn't find a composer. I was looking to see if I could find composers for the tracks that you selected. Sure. And I didn't find one for this, but Dave Zabriskie did the music, or he did the sound to Victory, and I would assume he did the music as well. And I wonder if this is also him, because it sounds really similar. But anyway, yeah. It's a cool track. Yeah. Next up, we're going to hear from a game called Gold Wings. And I don't have a composer for this. We're going to hear the main play music, although the multi-ball music is really good on this. I had a little bit of trouble deciding between the two. But the way that this game looks, you're talking about how there's like covers in video game music. I mean, in the pinball music, this one looks like Top Gun. It says Gold Wings, but it looks like it should say Top Gun. It's the same logo and stuff, and it's a Air Force themed, kind of a Air Force themed. It seems like a Top Gun themed pinball machine, but they didn't have the rights to Top Gun, so it's called Gold Wings. But it's the same logo and stuff. Anyway, this is main play music from Gold Wings. This is music from Gold Wings. This is the main play music. Yeah, I know.
Technosoft drums right there. Technosoft.
Oh, really?
It's Thunder Force 3.
What, the drums, you mean?
This reminds me of that.
Oh, really? It's very, this is very 80s to me, So, when you listen to this music, just picture a Tom Cruise looking guy, wearing a, kind of like a jumpsuit thing, and, sunglasses, and a girl with him, That's what this game's all about. Or at least from the pictures, I think. But maybe there's not a girl, actually. There's
Just volleyball.
Is what?
Just volleyball.
Just a volleyball?
Yeah, like the volleyball scene.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Gold Wings.
Playboy. One could use it to describe the Cheeky Cheeky Boys. But I'm talking about the pinball game.
Yeah.
Playboy 35th anniversary.
Yes.
Another Data East track.
And the composer on this is Kyle Johnson.
Made play music.
Sorry, I don't know if people want the sound effects or not. I meant to have them on. Sorry, my bad. Alright, I'm going to do one more and then I'll stop this video.
Playboy 35th anniversary. I love that. That's so good. Is the Playboy Mansion still a thing here?
Yeah, I think so.
So in the 80s, this was the 35th anniversary. So now we must be looking at 60th anniversary,
Something like that, yeah.
That sounds a little off when you talk about Playboy, though, right? You don't want to think about Playboy. 90th
It's
anniversry.
actually probably like 65th anniversary. Yeah, 60th anniversary.
The Playboy Mansion. You would think, oh, that's a little. Not sure about that. Is Hugh Hefner still alive?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I wonder if he's on this the advertisement for this game.
Yeah, it probably is. Actually.
Most likely, right?
Next up, we're going to hear from. So you know Bally, you know they make a lot of they have manufactured a lot of pinball machines. Bally, is it the same people? No, it's not. So you know, because in Las Vegas there's a hotel, there's Bally's, you know, hotel. I think they're the same ones who make the pinball machines. I think, and I want to say the gym too, actually.
Well, I'd like to. Let me get my passport so I can go out to the country one day. I said I want to get my passport so I can go visit the country one day.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, wait. What do you mean?
Bali.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not Bali.
So, look, this is a Bally game, or whatever, Bally game, and it's called the Bally Game Show. It's a game show themed pinball machine. And the music is by John Hay, and who we sort of heard from earlier. And we're going to hear main play from the Bally Game Show.
Okay, that's not what I meant to do on that one at all, but oh well. Yeah. Alright, that's it for this video. Sorry I keep yawning. Thanks for watching.